Welcome to the twisted world of Mr. Beastly, where nightmares become reality, and reality becomes a nightmare. Today's story is entitled, I Saw a Beast in the Bayou. Let's begin, shall we? I still remember this as if it had only happened yesterday. I stumbled upon the legend of the beast in the bayou during a research expedition in the heart of Louisiana. The locals spoke in hushed whispers, warning me to stay away from the dense swamplands, but curiosity got the better of me. I wanted to uncover the truth behind the chilling tales that plagued the minds of the people. As I ventured deeper into the bayou, the air grew thick with an eerie silence. The dense fog enveloped the surroundings, making it almost impossible to see beyond a few feet. The sound of my footsteps echoed through the mist, amplifying the unsettling feeling that I was being watched. Suddenly a low growl reverberated through the swamp. My heart skipped a beat as I froze in place, my senses heightened. I strained my ears, desperately trying to locate the source of the sound. It was then that I caught a glimpse of glowing eyes peering at me from the darkness. Fear gripped me as I realized I had become the prey of the beast in the bayou. Panic set in, and I sprinted through the marshy terrain. The beast pursued me relentlessly, its guttural growls growing louder with each passing moment. I stumbled upon an old, dilapidated cabin, its wooden walls barely standing against the test of time. With no other options, I rushed inside, my breath ragged and my body trembling. I barricaded the door, hoping to buy myself some time. Inside the cabin, the air was thick with the stench of decay and mildew. Broken furniture lay scattered across the floor, casting eerie shadows in the dim light. I could hear the beast circling the cabin, its claws scraping against the wooden walls. Time seemed to stand still as I crouched in the corner, my mind racing with thoughts of survival. I knew I couldn't stay hidden forever. The beast's growls grew louder, closer. It was only a matter of time before it broke through the feeble barricade. As the beast's snarls echoed through the cabin, I knew I had to act quickly. I couldn't let it get inside. I had to find a way to escape. I spotted a broken window and scrambled to my feet. I shoved the barricade aside and leapt through the window, landing hard on the ground. The beast emerged from the cabin, its massive form towering over me. Its glowing eyes burned into my soul and its fangs glistened in the moonlight. I scrambled to my feet and turned to run, but the beast was faster. It lunged at me, its jaws snapping. I dodged out of the way just in time, but the beast's claws scraped across my arm, drawing blood. I ran for my life, the beast close behind. I could hear its heavy footsteps pounding on the swampy ground. I could feel its hot breath on my neck. I knew I couldn't outrun it. I had to find a place to hide. I spotted a dense thicket of trees and plunged into it, hoping to lose the beast in the tangled vines and branches. But the beast was relentless. It followed me into the thicket, its growls echoing through the trees. I could hear it getting closer. I could feel its presence closing in on me. I tripped and fell, my body crashing to the ground. The beast was right behind me. I could hear its heavy breathing. I could feel its hot breath on my neck. I closed my eyes and waited for the end, but the end never came. Instead, I heard a loud roar. The beast let out a yelp of pain and darted away. I opened my eyes and saw a towering figure standing over me. It was the biggest hermit I'd ever seen. I mean, he had to have been at least 8 foot tall. The hermit extended a massive, gnarled hand toward me, and I hesitated for a moment before taking it. He pulled me to my feet with an astonishing gentleness for someone of his stature. His eyes, though fierce, held a glimmer of humanity, and I could see wisdom etched in the lines of his weathered face. "Ye trespassed in these lands, stranger," he rumbled in a deep, gravelly voice. "And for that ye were almost claimed by the beast in the bayou. Few escape its clutches, but ye did." I struggled to catch my breath, still trembling from the adrenaline rush. "Thank you," I managed to stammer. "I had no idea what I was getting into." The hermit nodded solemnly. "The beast is ancient and vengeful. It guards these swamps, and its hunger for souls is unquenchable. But it seems fortune favored you tonight, stranger." As we stood in the moonlit thicket, the hermit began to tell me the legend of the beast in the bayou. It was said that the creature was born from the darkest depths of the swamp, a twisted fusion of nature and malevolence. It had terrorized the bayou for generations, preying on those who dared to venture too close to its domain. "But why did it spare me?" I asked, still trying to make sense of the encounter. The hermit's eyes bored into mine, and for a moment I felt as if he could see into the depths of my soul. "The beast is fickle, stranger. It is drawn to fear, and it thrives on the scent of it. Perhaps it sensed something in you, a determination, a spark of courage that made it hesitate." I nodded, understanding that I had somehow managed to elude the beast's grasp because I had refused to succumb to fear. The hermit offered to guide me out of the bayou, and I gratefully accepted. As we walked through the dense, eerie forest, he shared more stories of the creatures that dwelled in the swamps, ghostly lights that lured travelers to their doom, haunted whispers that echoed through the trees, and other terrors that defied explanation. Eventually we reached the edge of the bayou, and I breathed a sigh of relief. The hermit turned to me one last time, his eyes filled with a strange mix of sadness and wisdom. "Remember this night, stranger," he said. "The bayou has a long memory, and it does not easily forgive. Be cautious where you tread, for the beast may not be so merciful next time." With those words, the hermit disappeared into the shadows of the swamp, leaving me to contemplate the chilling encounter with the beast in the bayou. As I made my way back to civilization, I couldn't help but wonder what other mysteries and horrors lurked in the heart of the Louisiana bayou, waiting to be discovered by those who dared to seek them out. I hope you've been enjoying the twisted world of Mr. Beastly. As new series come out, the schedule of things may change, but we will remain loyal to the fans and make sure to keep bringing new creepy episodes to the channel. As always, thank you all for watching. It's always great to see you here. Bye-bye for now, my friends.